Power to the people. We are back to do maintenance. You are tuned in to the latest episode of Keep It Clean podcast. This is episode number 23 because we too much for these niggas and three much for these hoes.
Oh,
Mhm, mhm,
okay,
mhm,
okay.
You see what's
mhm,
going on, brother. I'm your
mhm.
host, Nico. I'm with a couple of good brothers today. I got my brother Ray in the building. What's going on, man?
Oh man, coming here with conversation. You would have thought we planned it. Make you do more double takes than looking at Mike and Janet. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I bet. Bet. We also got my good brother, low key Potter of the month right now. I don't know if he gonna try to keep it going for this
Bro,
episode. I have a good feeling he will.
man, he like when the league really discovered who Steph Curry was.
You know, you know what I'm saying? We got the good brother Bodega in the building. What's going on, brother?
Man, what's good, man? Listen. If you are searching for guidance, you need to pick up a book.
Mm,
It's that
Facts.
simple. Pick
Listen,
up a book.
I'm saying for each podcast that we do, especially if you're on the YouTube, and if you're on the DSPs as well, the link to the digital library that my brother at ATL Promise has started is in every single description. So you don't have no excuses. The Keep It Clean book club is underway. We're getting this started, but the link to them books, we gave it to you. It's right there. It's right there. Shout out to my boy. Shout out my boy Promise as well.
uh, it's the time to drop that link. You remember that BET clip when they were trying to convince people to read, but they made it a rap song, like that cartoon video. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bring that back, bro. Bring
Y'all
Fact.
need
that
to
back,
read,
bro.
man. Please read. Please.
Quick
Please read something.
housekeeping before we get started. If you are tuning in on YouTube, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the page. We have finally cracked that 100 subscribers. Round of
Appreciate y'all.
applause to us. Appreciate all of y'all. We gonna figure out a prize too. Like we gonna get somebody something. We don't know exactly what it is yet, but we're gonna get somebody something. So we'll be reaching out to one of the people that have been supporting because we do appreciate y'all and we want to show that as well. If you are tuning in on the DSPs, please be sure to like the page, add us to your library, and follow along. Follow us on social media at the Keep It Clean Show on Instagram and TikTok. We got a batch of dirty topics. Y'all know the rules. Let's keep it a buck, keep it a bean, but most importantly, keep it clean. Solos and capping your raps. First off, we going to my brother Bodega. Let's do it.
All right. So, that Clips album came out a few weeks ago, right? And there's a line that Pusha T says about running from the spirit of repossession, right? Now, mostly everyone took this as a line of running from financial trouble, running from flexing, running from saying that you got it when you don't, right? Because those cars are not yours, they're leased, not owned. But the way I took that line was a little bit different, right? It was a little different, and it was in regards to age. Running from the spirit of repossession means running from Allah's grace of old age, running from the eventual, time of your death type shit, right? And so I mention that because we see, in this industry, we see a lot of older men trying to chase their youth through attracting young women. They're running from their responsibility of wisdom. They're running from the spirit of repossession. They're running from old age. Slim Thug, she didn't want you, bro. She never wanted you. That was never the vibe. That was never the time. And for you to take your position as an older, supposedly wise man who supposedly gives back to the community of Houston and just like flip that on his head and pursue this young lady and do all these things when she gets in a relationship with someone of her age, um it's nasty and it's haram. You are supposed to be a man of wisdom. You are supposed to be a community leader. You are supposed to be someone that we can look up to. Now, You know what I'm saying? If you choose to be a role model or not, that's your own business. But trying to run away from your old age by pursuing Meg the Stallion of all people, and that can't be the first time because you so bold to do it with Meg the Stallion. So what are you doing with people who are not famous? I don't know. But you, Shannon Sharpe, Jim Jones, whoever, you can't that young woman is not going to bring you any further from your death. It's not going to bring you any further from irrelevancy. It's not going to bring you any further from meeting, Allah. And so you Christian, Muslim, you Jewish, Buddhism, whatever it is that you practice, however you decide to get your soul together, I would say you need to go ahead and work on that and work on that quickly because young women ain't gonna be the solution to that. It's my
These are
piece.
facts.
For sure. All right.
These
Let's
are
go to
facts.
Ray. Let's go, my brother. What you got?
I'll start off with conspiracy theory for me is Clay saw how them knees work and he has a long term game to steal them ACLs from her to extend his career. That's how I feel about
What?
yeah, man. He's
I,
in the slump and he plotting, bro. That's what's happening right now. The
That's what
second
he's
part,
trying to get his knee work together so he
trying to get
can.
yeah, man. He on the he on the workout program, man. We about to see him extend his career.
you about to steal somebody power like the Monstars?
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Clay said, "How you do that? I need that. I need that right there, man.
Yeah.
How you do
Yeah.
that?" And following suit with what Brother Bodega is saying and running from the spirit of repossession. I want to start with age. You're supposed to have the ability of a little bit more accuracy with your hindsight. Hindsight tells me if Michael Vick played in Texas, he wouldn't have been in the trouble he was in, but he was in Atlanta. That's neither here nor there. We'll come back to that. Right. I'll also add Ja Rule. Why are you getting dressed on stage? Why? I'm surprised people are attending your concerts. You should be happy with that fact as is.
Sheesh.
That you had a presence of anybody even willing to pay for tickets. It was more funny
Sheesh.
to talk about you when 50 was maybe trolling about buying out the first couple rows of whatever seats that you had. I remember you going
Sheesh.
to a Milwaukee halftime game and shouting out to the crowd who didn't shout nothing back. It was you and your thoughts in an arena filled with people. That's a tough situation. And now you have a clothes rack on stage as you're getting out of bed with a hat that says GOAT. And we had to watch Bo send us a message in the chat asking us, what are you the GOAT of? And I didn't have answers. Didn't have answers for you, man. When Dave Chappelle asks us, who the fuck cares what Ja Rule has to say? That should have told you where your legacy would have been. And that was 20 years ago. That's what hindsight does. And that's what you failed to look into. But to another ball person, in 2025, if you mess up, wear your L if you're going to be a social media influencer. Mr. Joey, you and the Bald Brigade were failing this week. I don't know who told you to go and apologize. You wanted to defend Hulk Hogan? Defend Hulk Hogan. Do what you do. Just do what you do right there and double down and take accountability for whatever it was that you do.
Mm.
But because of people like you, we have to now hear and argue on whether colored is worse than the N word in 2025. You chose that as your vernacular selection. You went with that from deep down because the only time we use colored is maybe in the past tense at best. Because I don't know many kids that actually color these days, so they can't tell me what they colored. So who approved this? And you throwing out your mixed race girlfriend to try to cover the spread of I have a black person in my life? Insanity. Insanity.
Shame on you.
Going with
With that
colored
being
is
said,
nuts.
going with colored is nuts. But I'm gonna go ahead and toss that over to you, brother Nick. Because speaking of the representation of us,
Mr. Prince of Pan Africanism, Umar
Mm, mm.
Ifa Tunde, my brother. With love, I want to say, stop lying to us, man. You've been building a school since I met you in about 2014. I want to say you've been trying to get this school thing off, and I feel you, right? Like I was like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Teach the brothers how to do the agriculture, the whole thing. We're gonna switch the whole thing around, right? And then I watched you become a meme purposely, right? I watched you start giving out virtual lashings of people on the internet. I watched you start just having way too much conversation about snow bunnies and all of these things. So when you decided to entertain over inform, I started looking and having questions. Then I started seeing that school was not happening. Like you got the building, we got the building, and I was like, okay, we might be getting somewhere. But then you said something, and you said, yeah, we trying to make sure that we do the electricity and get all of this, the permit, all of those things together, and we want to make sure that we doing it through a black company situation, right? Brothers, I feel that. But then you
Mm.
said, but the brothers should be so proud to be a part of this project that, us paying shouldn't necessarily be like at the forefront of the conversation. Like y'all should kind of just do this for the you know what I mean, for the whatever, because
Mm.
it's the movement. That's scammer activity. That's scammer activity. And this entire time you've been receiving donations, donations, gifts, gifts. So with that being said, it's like, where is all this money? Where did it go? What have you been doing with it? Because I've been seeing you travel. I've been seeing you pop up here and there and everywhere, but I haven't seen the school. I haven't seen a door open. I haven't seen a ribbon. I haven't seen anything. So now when you tell me your accounts are frozen and you don't have any money and you need more donations and more gifts, I think to the fact that you're a doctor, aren't you? You're a psychologist, aren't you? You couldn't go get a consulting job somewhere? You couldn't go help some kids in a school somewhere? Because you are supposed to be a server of the community, right? Why don't you go do that instead of asking for the community to fund your life?
Mm.
Stop capping, bro. That school is not coming to fruition because you are not that serious. And that's
Mhm.
it. That's all I got.
I was this week years old when I realized they could freeze donations.
I ain't know personally.
I didn't
I
know
ain't
they
gonna.
could freeze
I ain't know.
donations, dog.
Come on, man. Come
I,
on, man. What are
I
we
didn't
doing,
know.
bro?
I didn't
What are
know
we
they could
doing?
freeze donations, dog. For him to be a doctor, and specifically a doctor of clinical psychology, and run around and just be the Kevin Samuels to black people,
The Kevin
kind of tell.
Samuels of pro blackness. Like, what are you? Come on, bro. But
Mhm.
I'm good. I'm good. And rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, because you're not here no more. So we don't mean to necessarily throw dirt on your name. But
Nah,
just yeah. What? No, not rest in peace to
nah,
him.
I mean like you
Oh yeah,
beyond the grave. I don't. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Unless you Hulk Hogan. But anyway, uh
it's hot down here, brother.
we got
Mhm.
we got a batch and we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna get the heavy stuff out the way first. The KSOO trial has come to a conclusion. Rapper KSOO out of Jacksonville has been found guilty of the murder of rapper Lil Buck, aka or Lil Buck, real name Charles McCormick, back in 2020. There was a lot going on in this case. One of the people that he was allegedly did this with turned state on him.
Mm.
His father turned state on him. He was sentenced, or he was found guilty, and the charge carries up to a life sentence. So he is facing life. And the same judge that oversaw the trial will be the one doing the sentencing. There's a lot of politics specific to the city involved in this, so I don't want to get into none of that. I do want to say rest in peace to the brother that lost his life. My thoughts and prayers are with his family and everybody else that's affected by this situation. What I want to ask though is, would y'all testify against y'all son?
Is that question in context of the case or in general?
Yes, yes, both. So we got in
Because
the context of the case and in general.
in the context of the case, that KSOO's attorney called that man a sperm donor, said he wasn't a real father at any point in that man's life, and he wasn't there for any of the younger years. He just so happened to come back around once he realized his son was starting to make money in his rap career. That's what they said in the case.
Okay. Okay.
So allegedly, he didn't know what he was picking him up for. And the case standards, he has no ties. Would I do it? I can't see myself pulling up like that, bro. Like you
Listen, man. Listen. It
state's
if he
evidence against your
if
son.
it's nuts. It's nuts. Like, bro, if your son felt comfortable, if your son, you know what I'm saying, your son felt comfortable enough to call you after doing dirt, this to me implies that you yourself do some dirt. That's what that implies to me. And so if that is indeed the case, and you got up on the stand to testify against your son, nah, bro. It's nuts.
Now,
That's
but
nu-
now we
that's
got to
nuts.
keep in context, right? He's facing time. He got other kids, and he's sick, right?
I
So he,
I hold on. Attorney also said he got 9 kids by 5 different women and isn't present for any of these kids. I'm just saying
listen,
what they
listen.
said in the context of the case.
I'm trying to give you his point of view, right? I got other kids. I might be trying to be there for them. I might not have been there for them. I've been trying to get this across, and now I'm in this situation where I might be facing all this time, and I might not really rock with bruh like that. Like if
So
we,
what you saying is, yeah, I
I
got
might
8
not
other
rock
kids
with
that could
bro.
possibly rap too. That's like
Nah,
that's the logic behind
man.
it, bro.
listen, let me be clear. Let me be clear. I think this is craziness. I think if you don't know nothing about the situation and folks call you to pick them up and you pick them up, that's what you say. I don't know. I didn't know. I never knew. I don't know, bro. I look. My son called me to pick him up. I'm gonna pick him up. That's my son. I didn't know he just came from spinning on folks. Like, what? My fault. I mean, what you want me to do? I don't know though. Like, that's all I can say is I don't know. I can't get up on stand and be like, yeah, he hopped in the car with Buddy. Yeah, they had just came back from doing, you know what I mean? I ain't know that at the time, but then I found it out and it checked out. Yeah, is that him? Yeah, that's him. What? What?
Your job, I'm not assuming anybody's intelligence when it comes to the courts and the jurors. But your job is to team up with your attorney and at best say, yeah, he called me, he needed a ride. Well, where did they come from? Why were they sweating? I thought they did a workout.
I don't know.
They were running, got tired, cramps.
I don't
Cramps.
know, man.
Like,
Kids be running.
state evidence.
They might have just did a foot race. I don't know what they got going on. I just got called to pick them up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what they teenagers. I don't know what they got going on.
Because I genuinely don't know a moment where I don't know what you would potentially even bring to my situation unless my son did something against another one of my kids, and even then it'd still be a tough conversation, man, because I don't know if we're waiting for the laws.
I want to ask this then. Okay, so we know you won't testify against your kid, right? Cool. Would you sit for him?
I mean, look, if you not testifying against the kid and you facing time, I think you know what I'm saying, you gotta sit. You gotta sit.
Yeah,
Like, no, I
What is
mean
it gonna
sit
be? I mean, it's
for,
gonna be what
like,
is it?
sit for them. Like, nah, that was me. I did that and put it on me.
It
yeah,
depends. It depends. It really
it it,
depends.
it would have to be what you did is very much a factor
Oh,
in that answer.
for sure.
Like what we're considering, whatever the allegations are, is very much a factor.
Let's say it's this caught a body.
Who's the body is my question.
Somebody he was into it with.
Outside the family.
Yeah.
Mm,
He was into it with somebody in the streets. According to situation of what's going on, they spun on them a year ago.
I can't.
Your stepson caught one and is up out of here due to that. It's a year later. This is the spin back. They complete the cycle, right? And now it's 12 pulling up. Would you be like, nah, bro, that was me?
Nah, I'm like in that scenario. I'm not testifying, but I'm not sitting. Nah, if it was like, you know what I'm saying, like when we was talking about the one off, if it was something like you know what I'm saying, somebody had did a one off or something like that, and you went to go see about that, all right, you know what I'm saying, all right, hey man, look, yeah, you did the right thing in that case, but just nah, just
Okay.
off strength of this, nah, I can't say for you, but
Because you,
I ain't gonna testify against you either.
For
I
sure.
wouldn't point the finger. I'm with him because you knew what you were doing when you knew what you signed up for, right?
Fair. Fair.
And this was probably already explained to you before you even were even doing that situation to me. So I can't sit for you, especially considering that I might have other kids
Mhm.
out there,
Yeah.
right? Ah,
So you do get it. You just can't testify, but you do understand the premise of, look, man, I got other things going on. You knew what type of time you was on. I'm not gonna point the finger at you, but I did. Hey, look,
now
my hands is up. Panda break.
I do have a caveat. It depends. It might depend on how old I am. Because I
Okay.
wouldn't be running from the spirit of repossession at that. It's already here. So if I'm at an age and I might have less years in front of me than I do behind me, I might consider it.
Okay.
I might consider it if I can make sure that you have nothing on that record and this doesn't even apply to you. I might consider it.
That's fair. Okay, cool.
You know,
I don't. Yeah, we can wrap that up there. I didn't want to get into none of the super politics of it. That's
Yeah,
street
no,
shit, and that ain't our business.
I don't know nothing about
I do. I
Jacksonville.
still want to take the time to laugh at that detective man. Shout out to you for being so genuine to Florida. That man said I heard the shots from Draco, and I saw a gentleman running outside in a
On the
black hoodie.
Draco.
A black hoodie, bro.
Thanks. Yeah, man. Thoughts and prayers to the family of Lil Buck. You know what I mean? Rest in peace
Why
to that
they
brother.
why they challenge his athleticism, dog? If you go back and watch it, the attorneys challenging the detectives or the cops. Yeah, I thought you ran track back in high school. I was like, hey, bro, don't, don't,
Yeah. He was like,
don't,
he
don't
was like,
challenge.
would you say you were sprinting? He was like, I was. Come on, bro. What we doing? Like sprinting, running. You ran track, right?
Don't-
35
Hey,
years ago. What we talking about?
yeah, don't tell me I don't got it like I used to. Cause like it not not in legal documents, bro. We got a stenographer over there calling me slow in real time, man. Don't do that. Don't do
Oh
that, man.
man.
See me outside. Bro.
Oh man. All right. So women off of that, we're gonna keep it slightly legal. Moving up to New York, there was a shooting, a shooting in NYC high rise where the NFL building is, the Blackstone building is. Young brother by the name of Shane Tamora, 27 from Vegas, showed up in New York and went into this building with what was it, AR?
Yeah.
Some type, yeah, AR, and open fire on people inside. Brought in broad daylight. He ended up killing 4 people. One of which was a Blackstone executive. Another was a police officer. Uh, what do we? Look, I don't think the gun control piece is coming. Just keep it a bean, because that would have to be some national type of situation. But he came from Vegas with this, walked the
Yeah.
streets of New York in broad daylight, and walked in a building and went up an elevator with the gun in hand. I don't even understand how that happened. Like, I don't even. Yeah, I don't. What y'all
And
think about this, man?
allegedly, but to add to it, he was apparently aiming for the NFL floor. That's a key piece in that as well. He was trying
Right.
to
He left a
get to the
note. He
yeah.
left a note saying that mentions CTE, that he wants somebody to study his brain for CTE. He was a former football player, high school, and yeah. Bodega, you are a New York representative.
Yeah, yeah.
Talk to me, brother.
Listen,
What happened
listen,
here, man?
listen. There's a New York City police officer. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Let's back that up further. The New York City Police Department spends more money on policing activity than like 80% of the world's countries spend on their military budget. Need you to understand, if the New York City Police Department was a armed military force, which they are, they would be like top 20 in the world in military spending. Just for context, right? There's over 20,000 foot like foot officers
Soldiers, foot
in
soldiers. You can call it what it is. You can
in
call
New
it what it is.
York.
Foot soldiers.
There is a in every public area that you can travel, especially in Manhattan, there is at least 3 New York police officers on every corner. At least. There's always a police van, there's always police cars. They are always there. They are omnipresent. You mean to tell me that one of the most well-funded police forces, well, actually the most well-funded police force in the world, didn't see a man walking around with an AR, didn't see him cross the street, didn't see him walk into a building with Blackstone in the NFL, two of the most powerful conglomerates in the world.
Mm-hmm.
No one saw this.
How we
Not
get
one
up there?
police officer saw this.
How we get up the elevator?
How this is what I'm saying. There's
Hey,
so many things. There's so many things that happened. How did all of this transpire? And ain't
my
nobody
man was
see it until
walking.
after the fact, until after some shots was fired.
My man was
And
walking
one
around with a fit. He
bro,
was walking
come
around with a
on,
fit.
bro.
Man had a suit jacket, some Fear Jordan 4s. That was the first thing I noticed in the picture, which is terrible on my part because clearly he was holding a weapon. But I saw I saw the Jordan 4s. I was like, oh, them nice, them tough. He had a fit on with a camo assault rifle, casually walking through the streets of a state that's not big on guns whatsoever.
I want to
Some of
add,
the strictest gun laws in the country.
Bodega, is it possible folks just thought he was a crazy man with a fake gun?
I mean, okay, anything is possible in New York.
That's what I'm.
And anything is possible in New York. And the spirit of New York tells you to mind your fucking business. So it's
Yeah.
possible, right? Right? It's possible. It's possible.
But
But
once you
here's the
get to the
thing.
building, open the
Here's the
door.
thing, though. That ain't got nothing to do with the police.
Right.
The spirit, the spirit of minding your business ain't got nothing to do with the police. And that's where my focus is on. Like, it had to be somebody there. It had to be something there. Ain't no way. There's no way. But also, I will speak to the spirit of confidence, since we talking about the spirits, right? If you walk around anywhere like you supposed to be there, nobody's gonna ask
Yeah.
you a question.
No one asked a question.
And clearly, nobody asked this nigga a question. He got up the bro. He entered the building. There's security in the building.
In the building.
Facts.
Yep.
There's
Facts.
security and cameras in the building.
That's where I'm lost at off top.
He walked into the building, gun in hand. Ain't nobody say a word. He took the elevator, which I'm assuming the elevator probably has some type of mechanism to be like, all right, you to get to this floor, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, scan a badge, something like that. He got everywhere he wanted to be.
But hold on, real before you even get there, you waited for the elevator.
Waited for the elevator.
You hit the button.
It's a tall building. It's not like it's
Yeah.
like a couple. This is a tall building. That elevator took a minute to get there.
Fam, and you just standing, niggas just standing around. What are we doing? What are we doing?
He went to the hold on.
We don't see no
He went to
camera
the
fuse, no nothing.
33rd floor.
Yes, bro. He's in a high rise.
33rd floor.
He was waiting. He waited
Come
2
on,
minutes
bro.
for the elevator.
Come on,
He
bro.
waited at least two
Stood here
minutes,
like
2.5
this.
minutes.
On the ride up, and I'm sure he wasn't by himself in the elevator. So he just stood for 33 floors.
This is
Posing.
this is the This is the building where BlackRock or Blackstone, because they're not the same company, guys. We can talk about that in a one-off, but they're not the same company, but they do similar things. Blackstone in the NFL, and if you're unsure what Blackstone is, let me try to summarize all the information I have about Blackstone into like one piece. But Blackstone is a financial conglomerate that controls most of the things you can see and touch. They have their hands in it financially, either directly or indirectly. But we'll just leave it there. So again, in the NFL, which is like the Super Bowl is the most popular sporting event, singular sporting event in the world. In the world, the NFL does more tax evasion and money laundering for the United States than than the next four leagues combined. So like
Fact. That's
you
a
telling
fact.
me that he walked into this building and pressed the button for the elevator and waited 5 minutes and then hopped on the elevator to the 33rd floor. He probably in the elevator, yo, this the floor for the NFL? Oh
Because
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
this the
think he
one.
knew.
Bet.
Nah, somebody just said yeah because they were
Yeah.
scared of him with the
Somebody
strap.
said yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody said yeah. This the floor.
yeah, whatever.
Bro
That's
got
and that
off the
that might
elevator and up the score immediately.
that might be the most New York thing about this, because he probably did ask somebody what floor you on, and they were just like, "Yeah, man, that's not my business. That's
Yeah, it's not my
get him."
business, bro.
Whatever.
I'm going to floor 40, my nigga.
Yeah,
Please.
I'm not going to that floor.
I
So
don't even know. I don't even know them niggas in there. I don't even know them niggas in there, man. I just came back from Allow guys, bro.
listen,
I-
real quick, right? New York City Police Department, NYPD, y'all should be ashamed of y'all fucking selves. As much as y'all run around and be trying to go on strike and do all of these goofy things, y'all reply to people on Twitter. Y'all spend a lot of time doing shit that doesn't make the city safer. And when it's wild stuff going on within the city that you have complete control to go and grab this guy, the same way y'all was stopping and frisking for all that time, and Eric Adams brought it back, that like when we need y'all to go do that, where y'all be at? But let somebody critically and accurately call y'all out on y'all BS, and y'all want to go on strike. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, man. Rest in peace to all of those people and the NYPD officer that lost his life too. Look at y'all letting your
Two.
own folks go too.
Oh, I'm sorry. 2 got shot. 1's
Two,
dead.
yeah, one,
Who
yeah.
got shot?
Y'all own incompetence. As much as y'all want to say we value our own, and look what happened.
No, no,
This
no, no,
is
no.
Shane.
no,
Shane
no.
was a white guy, right?
I don't know.
I don't
I
think
don't know.
so.
He
I
wasn't.
think
He
he's a black
wasn't.
guy. I think he's black, brother.
You think he's
Or
black?
he's
black.
or
He's black passing.
yeah, they would
He's
call him
definitely
a
black
person of
passing
color. I would say that.
for
You
sure.
know, they'll call him a person of color.
This is
While
why.
you pull that up to verify, hey, New York City specifically, NYPD, this is 2 on y'all's clock this year.
Hey,
This is 2
I think it's a.
major shootings on y'all's clock this year.
I think this is a brother, man.
Let me
Yeah,
see, man.
you know what I mean,
I think they said he's prior military as well.
you know what I
Oh
mean.
yeah. Nah. He looked. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
he did say that he wants he played football. He wants them to study his brain for CTE. I think they should do that because clearly, you know, he had a history of some mental health issues as well. And I don't play about the football CTE. My kids ain't never playing football. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at. I do apologize, Ray. I know you got the jersey on right now. I never. You know what I'm saying? It's a dub. But
I wouldn't subject it as someone that played in Texas, especially. It's
yeah,
hard.
I'm cool.
It's hard to
To
try to subject that.
New York politicians, listen, bro. Y'all was not doing stop and frisk in downtown Manhattan, bro. Y'all was stopping and frisking in Brooklyn, Bronx, and Harlem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You was stopping and frisking in every black neighborhood in the city. Y'all niggas is talking about bringing back stop and frisk. What that was gonna stop here? Cuz was outside with it.
It was gonna up it on you as soon as you tried to stop it.
Cuz was outside with it.
So yeah.
Casual. There was nothing to
That's
stop
2.
and frisk.
In fact, he
That's
showed you
true.
what it was. He showed you what it was. You knew what time it was. This is a major lapse in the NYPD's
That's 2.
competency.
That's 2.
Listen, man.
That's 2 high, because was she a CEO or COO? Oh,
No, I think she was just an executive. I don't know exactly
she
what
was
they
a
said.
high
She
up
was an
executive. We
executive.
know that.
Yeah,
She was a
yeah.
high up executive. That's 2 that have been clipped on your watch.
Listen, man. Rest in peace to those that have lost their lives in this situation. We hope the people that did get hurt can recover, full recovery, and do better. The people that saw this can recover and do better. But speaking of CTE, Shannon Sharpe has been fired from ESPN officially. I just want to say, first off, we told you that this was gonna happen when you was talking about I'm stepping away from ESPN, but I'll be back around football time. And we said you will never see the ESPN headquarters again. It's not gonna happen for you, brother. Shannon Sharpe has been fired, let go from ESPN. He does still have his independent shows, but it's a dub for him. And once that settlement went through, they said we're through. Got him up out of there. He has also been sued since for 20 million on a defamation situation. So a lot of foolishness going on around Shannon Sharpe right now, right? What do you make of this?
First of all, ESPN, y'all some assholes for even waiting until the settlement went through because y'all know how y'all felt back then. So if you was gonna do that, you could have just got it out the way, dog. Don't make it seem like it was all great. We gonna see how it goes. Whoopty whoop.
No, hold on. You know what they had? They said, "Let me see how you handle this." And when they saw him post what his PR told him to post in a screenshot, they said, "This you idiot. We
And
can't."
that's when so you should have said it then. That's what I'm saying. You should have said it
Nah,
then, bro.
nah.
Like, you
Let
wait
me
months
let
down
this.
the line. Like we already knew he was cooked. It was cooked. Cooking season. Why didn't you do it then? Y'all some assholes for that. Y'all really are. y'all some assholes, man. Um, I I'm of the opinion that this might be better for him personally. It just the only serious moment I have about this, I'm of the opinion it might be better for him and his brand because now that you get to move, it's not that ESPN wasn't offering you the bag, but you didn't have to control the way that you would like to. This Club Shay Shay and the night pod that you do with Ocho, you done got Joe Johnson on. Like it was still doing respective numbers throughout this entire thing. And now you get to run with it. Now you might be able to have your ex come spin the block with FS1, and then they might holler at you with a bag to compete with ESPN. So I'm of the opinion that this, in an unfortunate way, might have landed him in a beneficiary role. But you are still a doof, Shannon. You are still a doof. You didn't have to face none of this. None of this. What did she say? 25 a cheat? 25 a cheat, 25 racks has now cost you 20 mil.
Yeah, Bodega, what you got for us,
Exponentially
brother?
larger.
You are a old, decrepit, nasty nigga who tries to validate himself through his NFL accomplishments and the struggle of coming from a very rural part of Georgia. You have shown your tears, crying over your brother. You parade around your gold NFL
Shout out to
cloak.
Sterling.
You parade around your fake ass white teeth, and these aspects of black culture on these white people's televisions, only to get caught up with a little white woman that you had no business being with anyway.
Hey man,
And
She retired.
you settled 20, you settled. You spent 20 million for 25 racks
you put that girl in retirement.
She retired off of you and your horniness.
because you couldn't practice
Discipline.
semen retention.
Dick
Dick,
discipline.
you just like, because you running from the spirit of repossession. There's no reason why I should see a little Yachty clip of him being on your podcast talking sense to you. Lil Yachty is from Gwinnett, bro. They don't know what they're doing in Gwinnett. Okay, let me just like if you don't know Atlanta, you don't know. Let me tell you, it's something in the water in Gwinnett. They don't know what they're doing in Lawrenceville. They don't know. The
What do
kids
you?
don't know. The youth, they don't know. You got this. He just had an issue with Caribou. That nigga can't rap. It's like it's mad things going on with Lil Yachty. and he on your podcast talking sense to you about you chasing young women. It's no reason, bro. It's how I know we in the wrong timeline. Lewis Hamilton should have won the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. You know what I'm saying? Like it's mad things. It's mad things wrong with this timeline. And like we need to correct it. And hopefully this serves as your correction. Because, brother, what are you doing? What are
Listen,
you doing?
Shannon, I dig discipline is very important, man. Um, like we said, dog, if you want to run around and get your feels in and all of that, as my brother Rose told you, go do the escort thing. Go pay them folks, get the NDAs, do what you need to do, put it behind closed doors and keep it behind closed doors. Why are you on podcasts defending dating or sliding on these younger women for a bag? Why are you doing that? You like it, it's just a thing where it's like you are you are promoting being a sucker. I don't, and it's clear
Because you got some money.
because you got some bread because you owe, and whatever success that you've garnered up to this point is not impressing the women that's your age enough for you to maintain that for long enough. So you get to running around with these younger women who don't care about none of that. You can throw them some bread, get your little feels in, and yeah, you know what I'm saying? Them young girl, boy, they'll do whatever you want. And look at whatever, getting whatever you want got you fired and less bread.
We talked about misogyny in the one off.
Yes.
If you haven't seen it, go watch it. But we talked about misogyny, and this is misogynistic. You decide to take your money and entertain these younger women with money. Your aim is to control them with money. You are upset because the money that you was giving out, you can no longer contain and control this young woman. And she ended up suing you because she could. Because of your weakness, the weakness in your manhood led to you being sued by a white woman,
You was
and
running
you had to
around.
settle.
You was running around letting her have recordings of you.
And you thought it was fly. You thought it was
Look,
fly because you treat women like possessions and not like humans. You thought
and
this was a
listen,
possession that you can pick up and put down, and you got come on.
She said she
I could
showed
tell.
you.
Here's where I could tell he was
You
misled.
retired her, bro.
Yeah, here's where I could tell he was misled by his ego, and this is what happens. You can't have a lack of dick discipline and then still let your ego get in the way once the jig starts to be up.
He was
His direct influence in this settlement, instead of just settling and then making it an undisclosed amount, you could have made that a part of the settlement. You didn't have to announce the number. You were more focused, which I understand to an extent. You were more focused on them specifying that nothing happened that was illegal. And if that was the case, since you made them say that in the settlement, then why did you settle for them? Thugnificent and the Lethal Interjection crew told me you just mad because your ass is old. And in in this moment, in this moment of assigning your lack of wherewithal, when you had Monique's number, I'm sure
Monique
she
told
called
you,
you at some point.
listen
she
to black
told you
women,
in front
please.
of all of us. Hey,
Listen to black women, please. Listen to black
You
women. Listen to
you
black women.
had you had the first open OnlyFans retirement that we've seen in the OF era happen on your dime.
come on, man. It's
On
crazy
your
because
dime.
it's like
She had a ceremony on you,
the
a
fever
retirement ceremony.
the fever dream that these, like, because this is the thing, right? It's so many men out here that will run around and be like, bro, these women just trying to look for a goddamn scheme, goddamn get them off her, get you for your bread. And it was you. You did it. You allowed because you led with the bread and you kept just giving the money, giving the money, giving the money. And then Shorty said, you know what? And this ain't even to say that what she accused you of didn't happen because we don't know. We don't know. And that's the other thing. Have some discipline about yourself, brother. And
She said
stop
it didn't
chasing.
happen. I can
Okay.
I
Okay, cool.
yeah,
Okay,
she said
cool.
it didn't happen. That was a part
Okay,
of the
cool.
settlement. It had to be
Cool.
specified that those yeah, so
Cool.
she
Cool.
said it didn't happen.
Cool. We'll take fine. Then from there, the real play is exactly what we said. You ran around here bragging to your friends about how you use your money to manipulate these women. And
You
Shorty
on
used that
you on
same
your
bag,
platforms. Your
and she
platform saying that.
and she used that same bag and got you up out of here. You can't go to the ESPN offices no more, nigga. You fucking clown.
You
But
got fired by Mickey Mouse in real time.
and we
Bro.
gonna
And Mickey Mouse your age. Like
And
that's
you gave
crazy, bro.
Tony Busby a
crazy
leg
W.
up. Bro, and this the other thing. You in I'm so mad about this.
You didn't have Jay-Z's number. Jay
You
just walked down
bro,
Tony. Just walked down Tony.
in your initial statement, you spoke about Tony Busby's name in regards to slanderous lawsuits that have no foundation, and you gave that nigga a fucking foundation.
This Pete, real quick. Like I said the day we talked about this, do not spend your time running around and bragging about running around with these white folks. And then when the white folks get to doing something crazy, you want to come back to us talking about, I'm a black man. And did you know how they act when it come to us? Well, if we know that, what was you doing over there? What was you
Stay
doing over there?
away. I do not understand.
Y'all
You
niggas,
know what, bro? You are a black man from a very, very rural part of Georgia.
you from
You
the
are dark.
sticks.
You are darker than most of us. There should be like some embedded signal in
That's
your
what I'm
mind that says white women stay away. That's like I don't understand. I don't understand how you bypass that. Why would you ever think in any scenario that you and white women was okay?
Shed it. I know your grandmother told you. I know she told you about the dangers of running around with them folks. I'm not saying all of them folks be on that. What I'm saying is, I know your grandmother told you to keep your eyes open and pay attention, and you decided to just frolic in the flowers.
60-year-old from the sticks, which means
Right?
that his grandma he was growing up after the
Come on,
end of the civil rights movement.
come on, man. Come
His
on, man.
He had an
grandmother,
outhouse.
that's
Come,
two generations. His grandmother
come on, man.
was old enough to be directly related to someone who had just gone through the end of slavery.
Yep.
Was there no wisdom? Was there no wisdom passed along? It's what I'm saying. You're close enough to bro. There's so many things that this is what I'm saying. Running from the spirit of repossession, being older, you are supposed to be wise. Where is the wisdom in your movement and your actions?
Come on, man.
What
Shannon
Your
Sharpe, you was
grandma
born.
the,
You was born the year Martin Luther King got killed.
the area that Shannon Sharpe grew up in comes with lessons that don't even have to be spoken. You so deep south that the air teaches you
Come,
as you
come on,
walk,
man.
bro. Like
Mhm.
you had an outhouse when you were growing up. You had an outhouse when you were growing up. That's how far in there you were. I don't even know how you found this wormhole personally.
I
There's
do.
Like, because
Self
where
hate.
you started, man,
Self
look,
hate. I can tell you. I can tell you exactly where you
everything
found it.
you made
self-hate.
off of Cat Williams' interview went to her.
Listen,
As he
man.
sat there and gave you a prophecy on your couch that the truth would be revealed as it goes along with these people. And he made you the most money you have seen since your NFL career. The most. Blew your platform up to the other side for them folks. And he told you what was going to happen just for all of those ends to go to her.
Listen, bro. I know how listen, I don't know how y'all feel about astrology, right? I don't know how y'all feel about astrology, but this is the only thing I'm going to say, and this is going to be the end of my piece. There's these moments where Virgos just start talking, and it sound like they talking to you, but you're not quite sure, and they look like they've checked out of the conversation, but they so locked in that you got to pay attention. Shannon Sharpe, you looked directly across from Cat Williams. As Ray just said, that brother was reading your life, and you knew. We didn't know, but you knew, and you didn't take that opportunity to be like, this nigga getting a little too specific on my chair. Let me just go ahead and clean some shit. You ain't take no time to do none of that.
He gave you the example as well with Jonathan Majors. He gave it to you on a silver platter. He said, "Look, my brother,
One day you could be Kang the Conqueror. One day you could be Kang the Conqueror," is the words that Brother Cat Williams said. You know what this exposes? Shannon, you haven't been to church in a minute because Cat was giving you a sermon. You know them type of sermons when you haven't touched your respective religious book in a minute, and then you just happen to chop it with somebody, and they giving you the scripture, and you looking around like Brother Bo says, like, me? Because how did you know what I was going through in this moment? You, sir, for as far down in the country that you were born into, and that all that essence that was there, you could tell that you haven't been to church in a minute. So don't give us the blackness and start quoting what God did for you then. Because if it was in God's plans and you were listening to him, you made.
Listen, I want to show this is a prime example of what happens when your brother comes to grab you and you don't listen. So Shannon, good luck. Good luck. That's all I got for you is good luck and move smarter in the future.
Books, man. Pick up the religious books, please.
And to the brothers out there, practice semen retention, practice dick discipline. It will do you a lot of good in your life. You heard?
Listen, if it's the Ethiopian Bible, if it's New King James Version, if it's the Old King James Version, if it's the Torah, if it's the
canonical,
Quran, if it's listen,
Book of Enoch.
Listen,
lock in, man.
Listen, it is very clear that we in some end times. I know niggas been talking about end times for 100 years, but listen, just look around the world real quick.
Understand.
It's some end times, brother. Get your soul right, please.
Read, bro. You wild. Cat Williams ain't lie. Instagram live. Settlement in 5.
There we go. Also keeping it sports and stupid. Gilbert Arenas has been arrested for trying to operate a legal gambling situation with apparently a couple of Israeli transnational criminals. And he was trying to do this out of his crib where he was employing armed guards, quote, young women to serve drinks and folks to to facilitate the whole situation. Hold on real quick. One more. And he allegedly sent a picture of the table that says Gil's like gambling thing to somebody in the shit. So yeah, Gilbert Arenas has been arrested and he's bailed out, and he said he's snitching as soon as the trial starts. Ray, we starting with you.
Transnationals.
Ray, we started with you.
I want Ray, before Ray even speak, I want y'all to focus. If you listen to this, I want you to focus in. Israeli transnationals, okay? Just focusing on that piece. Israeli transnationals.
It only makes sense because he's from Florida. And this is some Florida thing.
Florida or Detroit? Only
you know what?
Detroit could bring us this.
Is Gilbert Arenas
Tampa, Florida?
Is Gilbert Arenas? Florida, is Gilbert Arenas our black Florida man? Is that what we just figured out?
He's one of them.
Okay.
He's one of them because I don't know many other people outside of a Florida man that's running in the locker room with a strap. Like you ain't making millions of dollars just for the show. Just for the show.
I said I went in the locker room and just this is the thing, Gilbert Arenas, you might be the dumbest athlete we've ever seen in real time.
Nah, he may not be top 15. I don't want to do that. I don't want to
dog. If you are gambling with somebody or whatever you doing, and that leads you to go up to your job and lay pistols out on the furniture,
I I hear the jokes, but y'all had Herschel Walker running for a seat in your state just a couple years ago, dog. Is we
Listen,
talking
I
about dumb
said one
athletes? I
of.
don't know.
I said one of. I said
Mhm.
one of. I said one of. Herschel Walker
Fair.
don't
That's
have.
fair.
I said one of. But all I'm saying is Gilbert, like Herschel Walker played football. I know where his mind at. It's gone. I know what happened. I know what happened. Right when Herschel Walker gets up on the stage and goes, "Vampires are some cool people, right there." I know what's going on there. He's played, and what they say he played football when the helmets were soft. I know what's happening there.
Herschel
Gilbert
Walker.
Arenas, you played a sport where if somebody came in contact with you, you got free points. So the fact that you in your right mind, well, as much of your right mind as you can have, because you are from Florida, you went up there and started laying pistols out in the Washington Wizards locker room. And now,
Man,
hold on, wait. And now you're running an illegal gambling operation with some Israelis rented
Listen,
transnational.
out of
Wait, hold on.
what we
Hold on.
doing?
He's so Florida.
What
He's
are we
running
doing?
and he's allegedly running an operation with some Israeli transnationals. And you know what defense he immediately says? He chose the Michael Vick defense. I wasn't there. It was just my house.
let me
I
tell you.
wasn't there.
Let me tell you, dog.
Listen, doing anything with Israelis as they running around in a war is wild. What are you
I
doing,
let me
man?
tell you. Okay, in a non-serious note, because I know I usually bring all the seriousness to the podcast, but non-serious note, I love finding out when niggas is actual gangsters. Personally, for me,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
absolutely love it when I find out that, like, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas be like, yeah, football hard, tough, whatever case is where all the real hitters at, whatever case. When I find out that NBA niggas are real gangster, listen. Something in my soul is like, yes, nigga, tell them niggas who the fuck you are, really. But
When you found out
all the,
Jason Terry was really Crip.
you know what I'm saying? You know, DeMar DeRozan. You know what I'm saying? Russ. Russ, Russ was stacking the set and crip walking when he threw up 60 in shots. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of entertainment that speaks to my soul. But
Ooh. Oh shit.
Gilbert, if there
Oh.
was an NBA player that was going, like, let's say this whole story came out and we didn't have a name. Gilbert Arenas is the NBA player I would think of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Personally.
Word?
Yeah. Yeah.
Personally.
Because when you think about it, bro, it's like, bro, Gilbert Arenas is a nigga that was at the training camp talking about, yeah, I want to be a pimp. I'm pulling up in Converse. Like just the off the wall shit that bruh be on when he get to talking on that
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
It's just like if there was an NBA player that was running an illegal gambling operation out of their home with armed guards, folks serving drinks, and they had two Israeli transnational participants, who would you think that would be? Probably Agent Zero. Even the nickname lines up with what this bullshit is.
Because his cap stories match his real life cap. Because when he tells his real life stories, it sounds like cap, but there's
Listen,
enough people to confirm that it happened.
There's
we
enough.
watched
And
him. We
only
watched him break into Nick Young's house multiple times during the pandemic and just harass that man in real time. We got it. Yeah, well, he bought Kobe Bryant's fucking championship rings. Gilbert Arenas is a different individual, and this is
okay.
uh
Okay. Hanging with Israeli transnationals and running a gambling ring, or challenging Vegas to handle it mob style.
I'm
Which one
I'm
is more
running
asinine even for 2025?
I'm running a gambling ring. Being a black man expecting Vegas to take you behind the closed doors and just pay off your debt after you was writing wild blank checks. Which one is it? Is it
Marquise
Markeith?
Morris. Marquise
Markeith?
Morris. Bro.
Markeith? Let me explain something to you, bro. The mob doesn't even operate like that no more. There is no we can handle this like the mob. They are the mob. I think I need you to understand. It's not what we can do is like this, and y'all gonna know the casino is the mob. So if you and real quick, the mob, we know how they feel about us. We know how they get down when it come to us. So if you thinking the mob is gonna handle this like the mob with you, yeah, all right.
And now you
Goodbye.
said it out loud. So when they do handle it like the mob, please don't come back over here.
Don't come here, bro. Actually, you'll be
And,
swimming with the fishes, bro. We won't have
man,
to worry
what?
about it.
And I'm
You
sorry,
gonna
it's
know.
Marcus
You're gonna
Morris.
be
It's Marcus.
swimming in the
Yeah,
desert.
let me
You're
correct
gonna
that.
be
Yeah, it's
buried in
Marcus.
the desert, bro.
Facts. I just watched Casino. I just watched Casino. Stop
We
playing,
could have
bro.
You're gonna be the same place Jimmy Hoffa at.
handled it mob style. I'm saying on your first of all, it was on none of our bingo cards in 2025, either one of these situations. But having it called out mob style and then Israeli transnationals, you NBA hit a whole new level,
Listen,
man. This is weird to compete
listen,
with the
listen,
NFL.
listen. The NBA, I don't know. The NBA might not have CTE, but they might got something. We need to
Between
figure it out. We need to
Kendrick
figure it out.
Perkins,
It's a fact.
Paul Pierce, Rashad McCants, Gilbert Arenas, and now Marcus Morris. It's not CTE, but it's something.
It's something.
It's something, bro.
It's something, bro.
It's something,
No, I'm gonna
bro.
tell you what it is. It's Prize Picks.
Bro. Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. All right.
He
Prize-
he underdog though.
And
They
How
have
you gonna tell me you hedging? He's hedging the bets.
take the under.
He's sponsored by underdogs,
Nope.
working with the Israeli transnationalists and selling you gambling picks. Like he don't have a alleged direct hand and what the
Listen,
over
man.
is for the night.
Listen, man. This is it's bad, bro. It's bad. Gilbert, I don't know. You say you're gonna start snitching come August. I think you're a cornball.
Hold on. All right, another question.
Yeah.
You asked would we snitch on our son. Would you in 2025 snitch on the Israelis?
Of course. 100%.
Okay.
100%. Pack it up.
Okay.
Get them out
oh
of here.
yeah, no. That's an easy snitch.
Yeah. That's a
That's
you know what I mean?
That's
a
an easy snitch.
that's a
Listen,
political stance. Free Palestine. You know what I
listen,
mean?
bro. Listen. And it might be, advantageous of me to do so in that particular scenario, but not nigga. On the Israel, I'm snitching, bro.
I might get on the stand and say from the river to the sea.
All right, man. Cut the podcast, man.
Yeah, bro.
Cut the podcast, man.
Hey, look, listen.
This is the Keep It Clean podcast. I'm your host with the most Eastside Bodega. We've had a great show today. A fantastic show.
Listen.
Tune in to all platforms.
No, it's a fact. It's a fact. Episodes dropping every Tuesday. You did what I'm saying. One-offs dropping Fridays. We just dropped the one-off last Friday about the T app. Lock in with that. It's a great conversation. Y'all will see this joint soon. I like question-wise, I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. We good. Like it's so much foolishness that happened this week, bro. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not entertaining no more. Yeah, that was we good. I'm on the stand from the river to the sea. Palestine will be free.
Because
Keep it a buck.
I'm telling in the back of the cruiser, dog. I snitching on who, man? The cruise ride.
I don't need a lawyer present.
I might try to tie BB into this.
They would have my face on the target practice in the little police academy they building outside of Georgia. Like they be using me.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
We've been shooting at Atlanta this whole episode.
You can't talk like that in a Vic jersey, man. I tried to tell you earlier. You can't talk like that in a Vic jersey. It's disrespectful. But listen, we appreciate y'all for locking in. This has been another great episode of the Keep It Clean podcast. Episodes dropping every Tuesday. One-offs dropping every Friday. Keep it a buck. Keep it a bean. Keep it clean. We out. Gang.